I believe I would encourage them to think wide, think broad. Don't get stuck in one particular area of endeavor. That there are many things that nurses can do these days. It's really, nursing is such an exciting profession.
So one thing you need to be aware of is learning doesn't stop when you leave school. You have to be prepared to put in work after your work day. Go home, read your journals, look at the literature, evaluate it, join your local nursing institutions, and really get involved with the profession.
Remember that every day is a new day. You can start off believing in you and making sure that you're always taking care of your patients to the fullest.
So if you're new to the profession, one thing I would tell you is to treat every patient like it's your mother or your father or your brother or sister or child. You wouldn't walk into your mother's room and hand her a bunch of pills and then rush off into your next room. You would take the time to talk to her. You wouldn't leave your brother or sister in the bed all day. You would get them up a few times a day. And if you treat all your patients like they're members of your family, you'll never have an unhappy patient.
Advice that I would give to an aspiring nurse or nurse leader is to be patient with yourself. Allow yourself time to grow and learn. You know, we don't always know the right path or the right answer, but be patient with yourself and have curiosity in your career.
My advice to somebody starting out is just to follow your heart and do what you love. Don't get burnt out, take care of yourself, because that is going to be the big, you can't take care of yourself if you can't take care of others.
I would recommend to any new nurses coming in that you spend a good amount of time at the bedside prior to moving into a leadership role. Respect the jobs of all nurses, as we all have our purpose throughout the profession, and know and understand the jobs of those other nurses from frontline to behind the scenes.
The best bit of advice that I receive are from my parents. They are 7 years old, but they're the most hardworking person that I know. And they always tell me, if you do something, do it right. You have to be in the patient's shoes. If you're in a patient's shoes, you're gonna understand what's going on. You're gonna understand that they don't decide to come in the hospital. They don't decide to be sick. And it's gonna reflect on the care you give to your patient.
Making sure that you're present in the moment with your patients and using that wisdom to guide the practice.
I think for me it was to look at myself and my own performance first and not worry about others, not worry about other people's voices, not worry about what other people were doing, but really to hold true what I thought nursing was, what I thought the profession was, what I thought my service to my clients were, my service to my students, and really stay true to my mission in nursing.
Listen carefully to what they have to say without judgment, and know that they have good intentions, and that goes for your patients and your peers, physicians, all of those.
I think to seek a best piece of advice I think that I've ever gotten also is to seek a mentor, someone that you can really confide in. There's certainly highs and lows to each day when you're a nurse, and you need to be able to go to that person, someone to help develop you, whether you're a leader or just a frontline nurse, either one, to help develop your strengths, your weaknesses, someone to confide in, so seek out a mentor.
My husband, who's a coach, has a motto that says life is a team sport. Well, at the end of the day, healthcare is a team sport, and a team sport supporting our patients so that we can do the very best care that we can.
I received the best piece in my first 6 months of nursing, and it was treat every person you meet as your own family. It keeps you safe, compassionate, it brings you back to the best care, because if it's someone you're pretending is your own, you're always going to give the best, even on your worst days, so definitely that.